So their favorite hustle, it's 3:22 p.m., September 20th. Their favorite hustle is to, attempt murder and play innocent. So I always ask them, what have you been doing to Alexander Surya Gianni, for 5 years and 7 months? Did you put a permanent device in his brain? Have you been bombarding him with synthetic telepathy 12 to 17 hours a day? Have you been sexually assaulting him daily and trying to mutilate his genitals so you can look powerful because you chase the sick fuck senses of gratification that rapists, pedophiles, and murderers chase while they seek to try to dominate and control people? Were you shocking his genitals to make him look psychotic, as well as to influence which pornos he climaxes to, so you could manipulate bets and he'd flip out when you would do it, and you were also trying to make him look psychotic because you didn't think anyone would figure out implantation is real? Were you shocking his brain, heart, genitals? Were you damaging his amygdala, a region of the brain associated with emotional and behavioral regulation, as well as to low? What do you do to him daily, 12 to 17 hours a day? And when did he flip out and say X, Y, or Z? And what were you saying to him for him to respond so rudely if he said something rude to you? Were you attempting murder on him and firing a WMD at his brain, such as a radiation dispersal device, to, quote, dumb him down and destroy his brain and try to induce psychosis in him so you could continually perpetuate your cycle of sexual violence and abuse on him when he has private time and invade his privacy? And then did you try to frame him and murder him? Is his anger a buildup of crime so severe Gandhi would kill him or kill someone? Then, yeah, what really happened? And if he ever flips out, why does he flip out? Is it because you're attempting murder on him and holding him hostage and sexually assaulting him, shocking his heart, brain, and genitals, and putting devices in his brain, lungs, heart, genitals, etc., and then neuromodulating him all day, as well as damaging his brain and different regions of his brain, because you're committing aggravated assault and robbery for his ideas, property, and thoughts, and data and money that's not yours because you're a terrorist, thug, and criminal, and you're trying to steal whatever was his and pretending his life is yours, and you're a fraud, so you've been trying to kill him because you're some weirdo poser psychopath? Yeah, what crimes have you committed? What steps did you take to pull whatever you pulled off, by the way, over the past 5 years and 7 months, since late 2017, and supposedly even since early 2009 or 2011, there's steps that have been being took involved with whatever I'm a victim of. But yeah, ask them, what crimes have you been committing on them since late 2017 with implantation, et cetera, from neuromodulation to trying to damage regions of his brain, his amygdala, frontal lobe, regions involved with analysis, processing, etc. And does he just flip out and say rude stuff, or were you attempting murder on him? Then he flipped out and you were saying rude stuff and shocking his brain and genitals and firing radiation dispersal devices at him when he's trying to sleep. And he did it for hours straight, and he eventually flipped out because you were threatening to murder him, saying he was worthless. And then he flipped out in a state of anger and said something, called you worthless. And then you took it personally and then played innocent. Yeah, ask him that. Yeah, enough of this bullshit. Yeah, I'm fed up with this game of nonsense where these fucking terrorists and murderers and rapists play innocent. It's fucking scary. These repeat sex offenders with their implantable devices who like to sexually abuse autistic people covertly and then play innocent and try to make them look psychotic and commit political abuses of psychiatry to cover up terrorism, RICO, and theft of trillions of dollars in the hands of rapists, pedophiles, murderers, and terrorists. Enough of this bullshit. Don't fall for their nonsense. It's fucking creepy now. More than creepy that people would even fall for these people's nonsense, and people don't ask enough questions and the right questions. Check out the environment I've been in, and you'll start seeing what's going on. So they literally sit around all day poking and prodding me, waiting for what they call a reaction for me to flip out, and then they just like to leave all the stuff out that led to the reaction and act like I'm some crazy guy or something, and then just show me saying something rude to them, but they don't tell you that they've been holding me hostage for 5 years and 7 months and committing over 100,000 accounts of assault and over 2,000 or more accounts of sexual assault and damaging my brain with radiation dispersal devices and more, and stealing trillions of dollars. They don't tell you that part. They leave that part out, while also practicing slavery on me and exploitation and threatening to murder me and my family and rape my little sisters as well as my ex-girlfriends, amongst a shit ton of other crazy stuff. Yeah, they like to leave that part out. Key point. So always ask them about these things. Bet my life on it. Swear on my mother, that's what's going on.